thing that I was sort of saying before was people coming together socially within a community where somebody didn't have the money to pay for their rent, and they just have a big party where they'd invite musicians to come and jam. Everybody would pay, you know, a little bit of money, and they'd, you know, have food and drink there, and they'd have a party, and they'd use the proceeds to pay off the rent that was owing on the apartment. And they had similar like block parties.
Block parties in New York, you know, where, you know, it's just the local block, literally, you know, the estate, and they all gather together and, you know, make the most of what they have and have a party and just, you know, take their minds off the poverty, basically.
Obviously, like with hip hop, that was kind of the main moment for the party aspect and for the community to actually all be together and experience hip hop via DJs like Kool Herc playing. It was one of the highlights, or one of the steam letting off moments for a community at that moment in the Bronx. And I think in hip hop in general, where we've taken that is it's pretty much the party aspect. People don't play hip hop at funerals; they play them in the club, and people dance to it, and people, you know, battle to it, and they do what they're doing. So where it's transcended its original humble beginnings is it's spiraled all over the world. It's trickled into all different corners of society, of the country, of the world in general. And what we had to do was basically try to include that kind of aspect into the music, into a song, into a song choice, and that's where we chose Don't Sweat the Technique.
Up and start a ruckus. Good vibes, yo, I'm feeling pucker.
Like as you said, it's like letting off steam, and it's like in the performances or a party or a club, like people would, you know, try and show the best dance moves, and, you know, almost like a battle, and everyone's kind of like the energy of the crowd is kind of getting everyone hyped up. And also the musicians, they want to let loose and show that they're the best players in the community or whatever. So that's the part of the battling. It just naturally came about. Not battling in like a real kind of vicious way. It's more of a just fun kind of friendly competition.
It's not, yeah, not UFC. but the clue is actually in the title as well. Don't sweat the technique. Don't copy my style. Don't take what I've got. So, you know, there's a little kind of competition aspect in the terminology, even in the beginning, of understanding the music.
We also demonstrated that in between with a drum battle and a DJ battle.
Go drama, no drama. Say go drama, no drama. Say it, say go DJ, go DJ, go DJ, go DJ, go drama, go drama, go drama.
That was very much how, you know, jazz cutting competitions between different piano players or saxophone players going, yeah, I can play everything that you got, but then can you play this, and adding something on top of that, and then the other guy going, yeah, I can play that as well, and everything, and can you play this, you know, and it would become a real competitive.
Well, because we didn't want to just take the normal kind of suggested route of battling, oh, let's get two MCs cussing their mums together. It was kind of like, let's take the emphasis and make it musical, but let's not make it so obvious. So it's not a matter of the drummer grinning, looking at the person, I don't like you. It was just a matter of the actual styles working together and actually clashing, or, you know, complementing each other, and just highlighting that via the song and being subtle about it.
Like the concept of battling nowadays is, you know, as you said, you know, it's in terms of MCing, it's about cussing people, but actually, you know, the original like form of battling was all about skill and technique
and style
and style, having your own thing, and that's what we're trying to display through this track.
Subtly. Obviously, the particular song choice, Don't Sweat the Technique, is actually a very, 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 very solid mantra for dancing in hip hop music. It's one of the songs that people play when it's like it's time to get down. And a part of the process for us was hopefully that when we choose a song like that, it would be a moment, a bubble moment for the audience to kind of bubble down and kind of get into the song and get that process going without, we didn't want grannies battling each other. We didn't want anybody hitting each other. There was no elbows, it was nothing like that, but just a matter of, we chose a song that would have the appropriate energy. It could have been really downplayed and dark and grim, but don't sweat the technique, the double bass line, that feel is very kind of like dum 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 dum, get up and move yourself. It's there. So the song choice was, I think, was eloquent in regards to being the right type of music at that time of the show to get people dancing and to represent the block party aspect and people dancing and enjoying themselves.
One more time, like.
Don't sweat the technique.
Thank you. What? It's the rebirth of the cool.
Nothing left to lose.
Yeah, it's the rebirth of the cool.